Plus TV Entertainment Gang.
Easy.
Hello, this is Tea Time on Plus TV Africa, where we bring you the biggest and the best entertainment stories, lifestyle conversation, trending topics, and bring you very interesting guests in the world of entertainment.
The Vice President of the Sweet Boy Association, and you're watching Tea Time.
Being the child of somebody who's really successful is not the same thing as being successful yourself.
If we're not here, keep watching Tea Time on Plus TV Africa.
Easy.
I don't know the relationship Wizkid has with Not Boy, but that's not the relationship I have with him.
Keep watching Tea Time
On Plus TV Africa.
Big stories live here.
That's word.
Welcome to another episode of Tea Time on Plus TV Africa as we analyze some of the biggest entertainment and lifestyle stories. My name is Elsie Godwin, and to do the talking and the analysis with me, I've got my very amazing co-anchors, Ife Omai and Ife Oluwa Oshunke.
Say it again.
Good morning.
Say it again. I like that. Very amazing. She even
Very
dragged the
amazing.
amazing. Have you heard?
How you doing?
Well, how are you guys?
How are you?
Great. And you?
There's traffic, guys.
Wow.
Traffic
Lagos is
quiet.
beginning
People are out again,
I
man.
don't know what's happening.
Today I didn't see no roadblock.
Really?
Yeah, that was really
No,
weird.
Temple Bridge was tight.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. So, President Muhammadu Buhari, in his nationwide speech yesterday, extended the lockdown in Lagos, Abuja, and Ogun State by 2 weeks. But some have decided to focus on life after COVID-19 than dwelling on the obvious inconveniences. So here is a message from a vlogger and a content creator. He says, after you survive this crisis, consider it your second life. Work on your dream body, dress up better, achieve that clear skin, go somewhere you have never been, cut ties with unnecessary people, do the things you have been putting on hold, be kinder to yourself, and choose to be happy. End of quote.
I totally agree with this vlogger because I was thinking about it myself too, and I'm like, okay, if we can go through this, then it's more like a second chance, because this is not something that is just Nigeria alone. It's global. Everything has changed. Things are becoming digital. We're beginning to have interviews via Skype. People that would normally have in the studio, we're doing it via Skype. And a lot of things have been changing, and I think the world will change. The world will never remain the same, regardless of how we look at it. I don't think that after this is all over, we'll just go back to our normal lives and think that, okay, this is how everything is going to be. People have different perspectives about life. I think people that have not been serious about life will begin to have a rethink. And I think that's what every smart person should do at this time. So I totally agree with this guy.
I think for me, since COVID-19, I've been feeling like a very different woman, honestly. Like, I used to be talking a lot about how I don't want kids and adopt. Now I'm just like
Maybe.
Let me start doing that right now. I feel like there's a lot of things that I valued in life, and COVID has just made me realize like those things are quite frivolous and don't matter right now. Like, no one is even talking about the things that I idolize, and a lot of those things were also stumbling grounds as to why I didn't want to like bring a child into the world and blah blah blah. But I think more and more I'm realizing that the simple things really matter. My birthday that just passed the other time, I was like, oh my gosh, such an extrovert. I'm like, I'm supposed to have a party and this and this and that. And we're not going to even count the birthday and everything. But it was one of the best birthdays I've had because I actually spent time with people.
Family.
And it made me realize that, okay, so you can actually have a big birthday without like calling a theme, dressing to then have lunch at a really nice restaurant and take pictures and do a photo shoot and all the other like vain stuff that we usually do. So a lot of things have definitely been changing with my mindset. I'm sure it's going on right now with a lot of people. You realize that people are the only things that truly matter right now, like who you're sharing life with and everything. I would say, however, that I think it's something that you should start doing now before COVID-19 is over, because I don't think it's going to be over anytime soon. I think we'll always still have pandemics and things that are threatening life, because like they always say, life is not a given. So I think this kind of pushes you, starts that motivation. But I think you should start now. I'm not going to say that if you haven't glowed up or whatever after the COVID-19, you've done something wrong. Like, life is not that deep, honey. Like, I've seen it everywhere. Go and start a career, go and learn a language. Sometimes you don't honestly have to do all that. It depends on who you are as a person. But I think being aware and more intentional about how you want to live your life, who you want to be, how you want to portray yourself to the world, all those things are like something that you can think about and work on. At least I'm hearing my own advice.
And I think it made a lot of people realize all the things they've taken for granted, like freedom, like movements, like sharing moments, special moments, the places that you haven't been to, and all of that. So I think the COVID-19 came as a lesson for all of us, and you need to learn from it regardless.
Yeah, for me, I like what you said when you said it has to start now, because now I'm not even thinking of post-COVID-19, because we are all at risk of catching this virus, and like you said, tomorrow is not guaranteed, so we have to be intentional about living. And the weird part for me from what you said is when now is the time you feel, oh, I want to have children. But for me, it's the time I'm feeling like, oh, I think I'm thankful I don't have children yet. I'm not saying I don't want to have children, but and having to take care of them, having to feed them.
In fact,
them being home and all. So I think I'm more thankful right now.
Right.
I mean, I'm not. This is not to say those are, but this is my own personal perspective of things. I'm more thankful, and of course, yes, I need someone to do life with, and I just hope that we come out better, because whatever you come out as is your own decision, and yes, we just need to be more intentional. As
I have a very strong feeling that after this, a lot of people are just going to get like, what's the word, cuffed up with other people. I feel like men are going to be like, I can't do without food, or whatever reason they want a partner for, and really go out there and get that girl. And because they will realize, I feel like a lot of people come out, there'll be more marriages really quickly, people get more kindled with each other. So I'm hoping that that's the case. So let's see how it goes after.
But let's not be surprised, life will go back to normal. Life will definitely go back to normal, but it depends on how you decide to view life for yourself. It is not like anything is going to change drastically. It is your decision that will change it for you.
That's exactly, I like how you ended it. It will go back to normal for those who haven't learned anything from this.
And there's going to be a lot of people. The problem with humans is that, and that's why we have motivational speakers that make money. The problem is that we need to be reminded every single time. So there's already a fatigue. Like, even though you notice, even on this table, like when coronavirus first came, like, oh my God, and now everybody's kind of like low key.
Yeah, the first week I was dressing down. I felt like, let me just, something is happening in the world. But right now, I'm back up, switching it back up. I don't care.
People are going to go back to
you know how people complain about their jobs and now they wish they didn't have to go to work? Now, those same people wish they were at work every day.
When they get back to work, they will start complaining about how they don't
we're
like
just
work.
Humans. That's just who we are. Well, let's just move on. And okay, so Davido has sparked a debate online with his latest submission. He said a lot of non-Christians will make heaven. Okay, let's touch on that first.
I agree. I mean, it depends on your concept of heaven.
Okay.
Obviously, heaven on this side of the world is Christianity, and you go through Jesus Christ and then go to heaven.
Oh no, there is a Muslim heaven.
Right, too. Sorry. And what is it heaven they call it? Isn't it paradise?
What do they call it?
What do the Muslims call it? I don't think so. I don't know. Whatever. If you're looking at it,
Muslim help us. Thank you.
I don't know what it's called, but there's obviously the idea.
But regardless of what they call it,
exactly,
there is a place after life.
Yes.
Sorry, before you go on with that thought, I would like to tell our viewers that you can join our conversation via WhatsApp. All you have to do is send your opinion, your observation, or whatever we're talking about, and you have an opinion onto 090-6000-5719 via WhatsApp. Please don't call the line. Just send your WhatsApp messages, and hopefully we'll take it if time is still on our side. But please send your message via WhatsApp to 090-6000-5719. If you don't mind. Okay,
so there's always that concept, and I get it. Obviously, I don't subscribe to one way is the only way that'll get into heaven. But I have to agree with the ideology behind Davido that I think God, this is my opinion now, I think God will rather your conscience, your heart, think that you can't actually deceive anyone else when no one is looking, what that looks like, the state of that. If there's never going to be an afterlife, that's what they'll use to judge. I've seen people who sleep and bask in religion, whatever it is, Islam, whatever, Christianity, and they're just horrible people. They don't do anything for others. They're horrible to live with. Their vibe is nasty. I can even consider them evil, and they talk Christ and talk God or whatever. So I don't think God can be fooled. Obviously, to me.
Let me give you some of the responses he got. So
Right.
they're saying, even if you're nice and all good, taking care of the poor, you're just a good person generally. If you have not accepted Jesus Christ
Yes, that is
as
the
your
theology.
Lord and personal Savior, that the only way to go to God is
Yeah.
through Jesus Christ.
That is
So,
it.
yeah.
That is the theology, and I that's what the Bible says. I disagree with that completely. I think that's very man standard. Like if you don't do it the way I do it, I don't think God is that fooled, and that a name that was coined how many years ago in the short history of time is going to be the only thing. So what about a child
Standard,
who
yeah.
was born in Pakistan, has never heard of Christ, and has done everything in their lifetime to be godly, quote unquote, and even match the values of a Christian without even hearing about Christianity? For that person also to go to hell? I don't think so.
Okay, so depending on your idea, like your idea of heaven is different from what a lot of people who are religious consider as
I don't
heaven.
even believe in any afterlife, but
Yeah, exactly. So it's based on your belief. And if you're saying that a child who's never heard about Christ, obviously that's a child. So we can't put that.
what about an adult?
And that, you can tell me there's one adult in
Eh?
this world.
It's possible.
It's very possible.
That's why
Does the
they're saying
adult-
It's very,
preach
very
the gospel.
possible.
You have
Yes.
to preach
Does,
the
does
gospel.
that adult live under the cave?
Yes, there's
It
people who
is,
don't
yeah.
have any.
Under the rock,
I'm telling you,
There are
even
people
Like-
who have been brought up in a certain
And
Remote-
they've
remote-
never,
Do you know
Yes.
how many-
ever heard about Allah.
yes.
Never heard about
Yes,
Jesus
they've heard
Christ.
about their own
are
gods.
those the only two ways to heaven?
Yes, now you have to
I
hear it to believe it.
don't know about any other religion. I'm talking about the ones I'm conversant with. and
That's
I'm
what I'm saying now.
conversant-
Those the only now you just said it. Those are the ones you're conversant with. Do you know how many religion we have?
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about the one I know. Do you
No, we're
understand?
talking about
Now,
Davido and Jesus Christ and heaven.
Now, so Davido saying that no matter the good deed in this world, no matter what you do everything right. As long as you believe. Davido saying that they will make heaven means that he believes in heaven, right?
Yeah.
And if we have to go by the Bible, Davido was brought up in a Christian home.
But
so
he's literally
not-
telling you this is
hold
for
on.
non-Christians, though. I think you're putting words in his mouth. Because
A
I know
lot
what
of
you're going to, and that's not
non-Christians-
what he's saying.
A
Will
lot
make
of
heaven.
non-Christians.
Yeah, so
will
people
make
who
heaven.
don't believe in
now,
Christ.
what is the definition of Christians?
Someone who believes in Christ.
Exactly.
No. Someone who is well, sorry, that might be your definition. But as far as I'm concerned, Christians are people who are Christ-like.
So if I'm Christ-like
Exactly.
and
That's simple.
if I'm Christ-like and I don't
So-
know who Christ is, am I still Christian?
For me, yes, I think so.
Ah, okay. Then we're Christians.
All right. So as for Davido, no matter the good deed in this world, no matter what you do, no one comes to the Father except through the Son.
Okay, so you disagree with
basically.
Davido then?
Yeah.
What?
You
What?
disagree with
Yeah,
Davido?
disagree.
Yeah, I totally disagree.
Right.
That's so no, you can do all the good deeds in this world. You can be righteous.
And then vice
you
versa.
can-
You could be a terrible person, but you name Jesus, so you make
No,
heaven.
no, that's not it. You have to be Christ-like. Is Christ a terrible person? Did Christ
So if you're
live
looking
his
at
life
it now,
in
so it's
such a way?
like half of the world will not make heaven.
Thank you.
What?
But let's move
Half
on.
of the world will not. If we're looking at the standard of knowing Jesus Christ
And also claiming his
and
name.
Well, you
Yeah.
have
so
to
half of the
accept
world.
Christ as your
Okay,
Lord
it's
and
fine.
personal
I like
Savior
that.
for you to
Alright,
be
yeah.
able.
It's
So
there's no
it's
problem.
belief. It's
Of
individual
course, of
belief.
course,
So
of
this is
course.
my belief.
Yeah.
You have yours. You have
Okay.
yours.
Of
But
course.
Okay.
my conviction is that no one goes to the Father except through the
Jesus
Son.
Christ. And I would just say, please be human. Just be human enough. I think that's the most Christian thing for me, as far as I'm concerned. Now, moving on to the same Davido. He's in the news for buying house for his staff. He's definitely pretty elated as he took to his Instagram page to share the good news.
No wonder Baba don't dey touch money when you're supposed to touch. In this Corona season, you're still buying houses for staff, but that's a good thing. So if this is the what's it called now? Is standard for making heaven. Look, man, there's so many people
This
that.
is not about heaven. I think basically this is more like the staff quarter. So before now, I think that all his I don't want to start calling the names of the ones that have houses now, but it's like Spesh and all that. I think before they became big, they have to live with him. But now he has like a staff house where he can keep them. I think the joy for him is not about it's not that he bought the house and gave them the key, because I see that
the bloggers are saying that they become co-landlords.
Staff quarters where if you're working with me, you can live here and be comfortable. So, and that is why he's pretty excited about it, and the one sharing it to say, I bought a staff house. It was pretty clear. So for me, that's what I understand.
Like you said, the bloggers are making it look like he bought it in their names. No, I think he bought it in his name and has a staff. Because if you get fired, will you say it's my house, I'm still going to leave here?
I didn't really focus on that. I focused more on not the technicalities of who owns the building, but the intent behind it. I think this is like if you're saying, I don't know, because I know Lagos as a context. If people are watching the show and don't live in Lagos, this is a huge deal. Like, one of the biggest problems we have is housing, especially comfortable housing. There's a lot of people who are respectful. We're talking bankers, lawyers, that don't even have this. So Davido has literally like, he's brought Christmas to April. Like, it's a big deal. And now for people who are in the industry, like, this warms my heart so much, because already we have young boys in our society who are hustling for music, and there's always this conception of them like being, I guess, rascal, or like not having like that kind of accountability or comfort to prep them for responsibility. And I think this does that for me. I feel like when you have them in a house like that, there's already a standard that they will have to live by, and it's quite different. That would make them be able to shake them more into being professionals. I don't know. It just gives me that professional vibe.
Yeah, I like that, which is why I'm saying it's no longer a case of everybody living with him. There's a professionalism into it. You're coming to the studio, you know you're coming to the studio. Not everybody's just waking up and adding up together. So you can definitely bring a level of professionalism to the table.
Okay, have you guys thought about it this way, that look, Davido is about to get married. He needs his space. He needs his privacy.
Even then, do you know the people in the same situation and say, I need my space by... Like, full stop. It's still, gotta sort yourself out. Or I need
So he's a very thoughtful person.
Yeah, it's a very, no, it's
he needs them, and he needs to then buy a house, and that house, you're gonna put them in Surrey. Like, please, don't minimize what he has done.
No, I'm not minimizing it. I'm just saying that, look, it could also come from a very, very responsible angle now. Like, look, I have 3 kids. I'm about to be.
Are actually responsible.
Yeah, like I'm about to be what's it called?
Well, I'm not saying that he's not benefiting from this decision if he has the space or whatever, but it's
just like a company house.
Have you seen how Davido's house is? Like, it looks like
we need to go on a break.
Davido's house.
Yeah, like a lot of people are there. Haven't you seen videos of?
It's time for a break, but when we come back, we will definitely carry on our conversation. Welcome to Tea Time on Plus TV Africa, where we bring you the biggest entertainment stories and, of course, analyze them for you.
You can have both parents and still end up as a useless child. I see them every day.
Most times I worry more about where I'm coming from and where I am now, and that determines my next step.
Why are you sounding like Alibaba now?
Plus TV Africa, we're feeling good. No time to dull, everybody feeling alright.
I really like you. I can still make music and people are still buying. Sometimes I look myself minimal IU.
Akpala music is for mature-minded people. I got DMs sometimes from Malawi, like,
sleeping early.
Welcome back. This is still Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. Before we move on to the next story, we have some reactions from you. And this one, okay, please, when you're sending a message, remember to add your name so we can thank you specifically. Now, this person says, hello, the Bible is the only standard for making heaven, and it is not subject to our sense of logic as ordinary creatures. The only way to heaven is the way prescribed by the Bible. There is no other means. As for people who have never heard of Jesus Christ, please leave them for God to handle.
I think you should also leave me for God to handle.
Okay. The next one, the next one says, good morning, Plus TV. You must accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. That's the only way to make heaven. Okay. The numbers to send your reactions to is 090-6000-5719. And please WhatsApp only. And remember to add your name so I can call out your name and thank you. Moving on, as part of Timbaland and Swizz Beatz versus series, Ja Rule challenges 50 Cent to Instagram live song battle. 50 has responded in an Instagram post saying, "Who wants to battle?" And here is the moment of silence for the still sick and suffering, end of quote. So the question is, who do you think would win a battle between Ja Rule and 50 Cent?
I want Ja Rule to win.
Not
Just
I.
because-
I know Ja Rule will win.
Not I want Ja Rule to win. If we have to go by hits records,
Okay.
right? Ja Rule is definitely the winner. We're talking about, you were playing a few Ja Rule songs this morning.
What's love?
Always there when you call.
He also has some. 50 also has some.
Come on, like if we have to put out the numbers, if they have to go 20
Give us one
tracks
50
back
song.
to
Let's
back,
not be biased.
go shorty, it's your birthday.
Hey.
We go party like
Hey.
it's your birthday.
Hey.
Girl, give a call.
Hey.
Okay, we can't call brands. You know, so 50 has good songs. Ja Rule has good songs, but which are more commercial? I would say Ja Rule. Not because I look like Ja Rule.
You do actually.
But because I'm talking about hit records and I'm a music head, and I've listened. Ja Rule gave us that vibe way before 50 Cent even came into the scene. So I would say that Ja Rule is even one of
50 will be
Cent.
offended, but okay.
I would even say Ja Rule is one of 50 Cent musical influences.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't listen to their music, both of them, but I know they're like popular hits and stuff. But I feel like this is one of those battles that I hope to God that he doesn't win, because if 50 Cent wins, we will not hear the last
50
of
Cent
it.
is not even going to give in because he's not acting like
Yeah, and that's the problem with
posted
people
a
who have a
picture.
lot of words to say. They have no action to back it up.
Empty barrels make the loudest
Thank
noise.
you. So, but I hope he does. I want him to be embarrassed, really. I don't know why I have bad
And
feelings for this guy.
he just had to go with his petty self. Now, everybody started this whole battle thing. The fact that you guys have beef doesn't mean you shouldn't come at each other and all that. Like
and
when
Jared is saying he's calling him out based on his love for him.
he just acted like a Burna Boy on Ricardo Banks thing, because he now posted a picture of a homeless looking Ja Rule saying, "I will battle 50 Cent for attention." Like, come on, who does that?
Okay, so who do you think would win this battle if it ever happens, 50 Cent or Ja Rule? Send us your message via WhatsApp to 090-6000-5719. Moving on, people are not having it after Diddy praises Kylie Jenner as an inspiration to all women of color. Ifeoma, I would like you to start.
Yeah.
Why? I don't. Guys, this is the most cringe thing that has happened in the world of entertainment since COVID-19, as far as I'm concerned.
COVID-19
Like-
is out of the world of entertainment.
No, I mean, since the
Yeah.
period has started, because obviously our events have
Okay,
changed.
so-
There's something about black men just finding it so easy to bring us down. It's like, it's almost like natural for them. You cannot tell me that this girl has inspired anybody. Actually, flip it around. We have inspired her from the all of a sudden darker shade of contouring she does so she can be more black passing, to the fashion, to the makeup, to the clothing, to the men that she dates. Let me just use that word instead. The list goes on. We are the ones.
What word did you have used?
We are the ones influencing her. There is a problem when black men perpetuate that idea to these white girls that that were competition, and we don't have it with each other. But I feel like men bring that in there.
Well, you know, he
That's
was
what I'm
talking
going to
about
say.
the hustle, right? And how she has been
And
able
she's
to
the only
grow
person
a
that has
business.
inspired black
She
people.
was the one on the live session.
Can I
and they were
can I-
having
can I
a
speak on
conversation.
this one?
Sorry, and Diddy was saying he has been in the hustle for a very long time, so he can recognize a tough hustle when he sees someone going through
He's
it. and
freaking
also-
blind. What hustle? This girl is swimming in privilege. Let's be real. She had her
There's
fame
too many people
before
that are
she
swimming in privileges
and
that
you
would
can't
not
tell
tell
me
me what
billionaires.
Kylie has become.
And you
today.
cannot tell me that her level of privilege is not different. She had fame. She had fame. She had success. How is that an inspiration to black people?
It is an inspiration
who are
to
really struggling with systematic
Excuse
justice.
me.
Give me another black girl's name. Yara. Give me somebody else. Give me some other
Taraji.
Zendaya. Give me young people who
Oprah.
are actually Oprah is not. They mean like young people.
Gayle
Give me
King.
other people's names. What has she done? Like,
All right,
please.
so let me comment now. I think we're taking him out of context because it said the first thing it said that you've been a great source of inspiration to my daughters. Now, he made it peculiar to his family.
And that's
one.
fine.
And secondly, he now said to a lot of young black women.
Why black women? Why didn't you just say women? If he said if an inspiration to women, I would understand. But I think there's something
Well, you know, Diddy
itchy
is
about.
always at the forefront.
Black
And you want to
excellence.
use
Black
Kylie
conversation.
Jenner
Black
to inspire
excellence.
the
So
black
whatever he's
community?
saying,
Like,
why not?
So let
No,
me
please. I'm not
let me
interested. I'm
explain
not
something.
interested
Look,
in that.
there are lots of privileged people in this world that have made nothing out of themselves. Either they start abusing drugs, or they start doing things that
Or they're
don't
just
even,
basic and
or they're
living their
just
lives, and
basic
that's
living
fine.
their life. So no,
but do you know that there are black
what you're
women?
gonna-
Do you know that there are black women who are more hardworking than Kylie Jenner, but can't get to Kylie Jenner's age because they don't have the privilege?
course.
Okay, so what are we? What's
Both
the
black women and white women, there are people in that category you
Of
just
course,
mentioned.
okay, yeah, and the reason
But
I'm bringing
remember
race
that
now is
Kylie
because you
was
want
the
to use
one in
Kylie
the Instagram
Jenner
session.
to influence black people.
Unfortunately, we have to go.
Nah.
I wish I could say more
Yeah,
on this, but
but,
maybe we'll
um,
continue this conversation.
Thank you for watching, and remember you can join the conversation by tweeting at us at +TV Africa or using the hashtag Tea Time. You can also catch up on this episode and all our exclusive content by subscribing to our YouTube channel at +TV Africa. Catch Tea Time on Alto TV and in London on Ben Television. My thank you as always go to my amazing co-anchors Ife Omai and Ife Oluwashunke and the entire production team. Thank you for watching +TV Africa's Tea Time. My name is Elsie Godwin. Please stay home and stay safe.